Hi guys, what I have here with me is the newest 2021 Honda City, and in this video I'll be telling you guys on why so many Malaysians love this car. So without further ado, let's start with the video. So let's start this review off with the interior, as this is the space where driver will look the most when driving the car. First off, let's start off with the design. I really love the new dashboard design of this new Honda City, as it just looks so much more linear and more clean, and you know, they get rid of the curvy look design from the previous Honda City, which just, it looks nice at the time, but the fact that they have this really thin air conditioner vents and the dashboard is quite up high and really, you know, obstructs the view of the driver. With this new design, I gotta say, I really like it. It feels very premium, and you have this silver trim surrounding the air conditioner vents, which honestly feels very premium. And this huge infotainment screen in the center that comes with Apple CarPlay. Not bad. And then moving downwards, you got this new design of the climate control, which they get rid of the touchscreen, which is, you know, it was kind of nice back then, but now think of it, I don't really like it. With these new dials, they feel really good. Listen to this. The buttons are really tactile, and the dials are, you know, they have this feedback. Very nice. And then moving forward with the dashboard, at the center dash, at the driver dash, instead of the singular speedometer, now it is back to the traditional, which is two, one showing the RPM and the other one showing the speed. And you've got this little display at the center showing clock, showing your driving selection and your fuel gauges, something like that. But what's really nice is the steering wheel. This newly designed steering wheel looks very nice, not gonna lie. As again, with the silver trim, that just makes it feel very premium, and the leather just feels very nice. And also what's nice is the buttons on the steering wheel. They're very tactile, very clicky, and the stalks on the steering rack just feels very premium. Something like, you know, it feels like it comes from something like a European car, which is pretty cool. And another cool thing is that it comes with paddle shifters, which I will try that out later. Again, and then now we look at the center console. You got a few cubby spaces over here. You got one over here, and then the other one underneath the climate control, which I assume is for your phone, but I'm not sure how well it works. And then you got two USB-A's over here, one 12-volt socket over here, and then you got two water bottle spaces, which honestly in diameter they are quite big, but in terms of height, maybe you can't fit those tall water bottles or something like that. And then we move even further down. You got this gear selector again, now wrapped with this leathery feel that honestly feels very premium compared to the previous one, and even the wrapper around it. Okay, maybe the wrapper is not as good quality as I would say. Got these two slats of the space, which I'm not sure what you can do. Maybe put your headphone, but I do know that the key does fit onto it. Oh yeah, at the key feels very premium. It has some weight onto it, which honestly feels very good. Okay, moving on. And then we got this center cubby over here. Again, the quality, it has this soft touch material on the armrest, which you would never expect on getting that kind of quality in this kind of price range of cars nowadays, honestly. But what's not so good is the storage, of course. The storage is pretty small, if I can be honest myself. But overall, the quality of the car is just really nice. I really like the dual tone color as well. And you know, coming along with a little bit of the piano black gloss on the dashboard, the silver trim, this beigey leathery look, and with the black color dashboard, it looks nice. And there's stitching as well, and the stitching is real. It's not one of those fake stitching that is like, you know, manufactured, like, you know, like, and debossed is the word. Yeah, debossed. But yeah, now with the seats, honestly, these seats are very comfortable. They are a new design as well, but honestly, the seat design does remind me a little bit of like a seashell. Look at it. I'm not sure if you can resemble it, but yeah. Now let's move on to the back seats. Okay, in terms of the back seat, not gonna lie, for a compact sedan like this, tons of knee room, tons of headroom. But maybe because I'm a very short person, so like it is very comfortable for me. But yeah, move on. Oh yeah, they've got this new back seat vents, air conditioner vents. So now the back seat people can enjoy some air conditioning from this car, whereas you don't get that from the last Honda City. Oh yeah, and of course underneath that you got 2 12-volt sockets. So there's 3 12-volt sockets in this car, which is amazing. Of course, you got, you know, these seat pockets, and beside these seat pockets they have these little other smaller ones, which I think they're designed for you to put power banks while charging your phone, because like there's 2 of it. One to put your power bank, one to put your phone. And yeah, seats are fairly, you know, fairly comfortable. You get all the soft touchy, you know, leathers as well. And you got a decent cubby size on the door cards. And the center seat, oh yeah, in terms of the center seat, maybe, I mean, it doesn't really have a huge hump on the floor, but the seat itself just feels not that comfortable because it is raised much higher compared to the seat on the side, because I think it's meant for, you know, people for the sides to feel more comfortable, and the person that has to sit in the center is just a little bit unfortunate. But the center of the seat rest does come down, and yep, like Matt Watson says, they have this annoying cup holder in the center that, you know, they're not the same size, which is odd. But what I can say is that the cushion for the armrest for the rear seats is pretty comfortable. It is quite premium for, you know, for a car this price, I would say. So yeah, let's move on. Okay, now we can talk about the exterior of the car. Of course, this brand new Honda City have a brand new front end, but I gotta say, I really like it. And now they come with this really nice LED headlight. You got a daytime running light running through, and of course, if I'm not mistaken, this is the mid-spec of the Honda City. Got some fog lights over here, but of course there's some fakery vents underneath the fog light. But overall, the front end of the car looks very good. Got this huge chrome bits on the front that really just shows the Honda characteristics, which is just nice. I also like the creases on the hood as well. You know, kind of feels like a boomerang, or like a wing, or like, you know, air flowing through, something like that. Okay, in terms of the side profile, I really love the new Honda City's pieces that goes from the front and that you know sticks from the daytime running light running all the way to the rear end that connects with the rear light as well. And you got this, you know, this piece over here that really just shows the design of the car. And you know, the wing mirrors is pretty cute. It's circular, and that's pretty much it for the side of the car. And now we have come to the rear end of the car, and honestly speaking, I can't be the only one that feels that the Honda City's rear end, especially the tail lights, resembles a little bit of, I don't know, BMW or Lexus, I would say. But I'm not gonna deny that the design of the rear lights are really nice. You got a lot of these interesting surfaces, and instead of fake vents, they've actually fit with a reflector now, so like, you know, they don't get that much bashing. But of course, we're not gonna deny the fact that there's a little bit of fake vent underneath the fog light in the front. Okay, in terms of the boot compartment, honestly speaking, it is fairly huge for a car like this. You got this really nice shape for you to put in your stuff, but maybe it's not as tall enough. If you were to fit something that's a little bit bigger or taller, you do have to find a way to kind of squeeze it in, especially something like a golf bag or something. I feel like you're gonna have to struggle a little bit to kind of adjust to put it in. But overall, the boots, you know, it doesn't really come with those netting and stuff like that. I think because maybe this specific model is the mid-spec model. But again, you do have these levers over here that you can pull down to, you know, put down the rear seats to fit more items in it. So yeah. Okay, so now let's talk about the driving. As always, Honda nails it with their more softer suspension, and pretty much the only noise that I can hear is much more towards the tire sound. Honda does a really great job when it comes to the sound dampening, as you know, they are more, I would say, comfortable driving than, you know, sporty driving, unless you go ahead and get the RS version, which I hope I have the chance to try, but we'll see what happens next time. But with this normal IV type version, it is just very quiet. You know, the tire sound is very minimal. Even the wind sound is very minimal. But the only thing about Honda is that their engine tends to be a little bit loud, and this is what I mean. Yeah, as you can hear, the 1.5 naturally aspirated engine just, you know, kind of sounds very loud for a car, but you need to trade off for certain things, of course. But that is in the comfort mode. When you're pulling in comfort mode, you feel like maybe like a 0.5 second delay when it comes to the throttle response. But since this car has pedal shifters, let's try out the sport mode. Yeah, with the sport mode, you instantly feel the RPM creeping up and staying at you know, roughly 2,500 RPM, whereas in the comfort mode it's about, you know, less than 1,000 RPM, hence the more comfort driving feel. But with the sport mode, you can really enjoy the sound. Yeah, I know it's a 1.5 naturally aspirated engine, but for normal driving, it's fun enough, I would say, even though it only has what, 110 horsepower for this IV type version. But with the RS version, well, you're talking about way much more horsepower right there, and way much more torque. Apparently faster than a Camry as shown by Honda Malaysia. Who knows? I haven't had the chance to try. Hopefully someday. Okay. And what's interesting about this, even though this City is sort of like the base to mid-spec version, it does come with a camera on the left side view, left side mirror. And when I turn on the signals, there's actually a display showing over here. to show the blind spots, you know. And that's because also the side mirrors are fairly small as well, which is kind of a bummer for a car like this. You know, the side mirror from the outside, it looks big, but when you're actually seeing it, it's just quite a tiny square, which is quite, you know, unfortunate. But yeah, overall, the driving feel of this car is just amazing. Hence why so many Malaysians love this car. It's because it is comfortable, it's quiet when you want it to be quiet, it can have a little bit of sound if you want it to have a little bit of sound. It has the pedal shifter, so you know, you feel that sportiness drive towards it. And oh yeah, in terms of the steering response when you're in comfort mode, they are quite light and easy, as you know. It's very versatile for a lot of people. Like, it's not just curated for guys, because like this steering is really soft. You can, but in terms of the responsiveness, yeah, it has a little bit of sort of like a delay. I wouldn't say delay, but it's more of like the more comfortable feeling. But when you get to sport mode, that's when also as well the steering feel gets a little bit more responsive, a little bit of weight, but not much of a difference, to be honest. But of course, if you are a person that drives a lot, you will be able to tell the difference. In terms of visibility, with this new dashboard, the visibility of this car is just amazing. So much more better than the previous one, to be honest. And the only downside is that, you know, maybe the rear view is a little bit small, but that is very common for sedan cars, as you know, I'm a person that drives hatchback a lot, so like, yeah, not really used to sedan, but it is okay, moderate. Anyway guys, thanks for watching my Honda City review. And honestly, the reason why so many Malaysians love it is because honestly this car is affordable, it is comfortable, it has a lot of space, you can carry a lot of stuff, and the back seats are comfortable. And honestly right now with the new Honda City, it has Apple CarPlay, which is very convenient for a lot of youngsters now, you know, with the Spotify and the Waze that you can just connect with your iPhone and not having to buy another phone stand, which is so much more convenient compared to the Honda City, which was a few years back. And that is why so many Malaysians love this car. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know it might seem a little bit rushed because I had to film this video before FMCO, which is, you know, a little bit rushed. So I do apologize if the video seemed a bit rushed, and I try to make my videos to be a bit more natural and not to, you know, try hard. Yeah, not to try hard, try to be more natural in my videos. And that's pretty much it guys. I hope you guys enjoy the content. Subs to my channel if you love to watch some more of my content. Leave a like, comment down below on what I can improve. It will definitely help me next time. And that's been it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.